In a story you will only see on Crown 4, our Haaziq Madyun has more on the investigation into John King.
And describe, how many guns did your husband have?
I didn't know the exact count until after the DA's office opened the safes. There were 132 that they seized.
Being in possession of 132 firearms is not a crime. That is, unless some of those firearms are ghost guns. That is against the law. And that is just one of the allegations against DeEtte King's husband, former Contra Costa County Sheriff's volunteer, John King. This is exclusive video of investigators with the Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office serving a search warrant at his home in Clayton on February 1st of this year.
What can you tell Crown 4 about an investigation into a Mr. John King?
Well, John King is or was a volunteer with the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office. He's a resident of Clayton. Federal and state authorities had seized 132 guns, ammunition, and a kit or kits used in the making of ghost guns. The possession of the weapons were illegal and the manufacturing of the weapons were also illegal.
Selling ghost guns is also a crime. That is among the allegations listed in the search warrant's probable cause statement obtained by Crown 4. It alleges John King, quote, would then transfer and sell these weapons to civilians and sworn members of the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office, unquote. The names of the people who the guns were allegedly sold to are not specified in the search warrant. What is specified, however, is how John King allegedly got his hands on gun parts, weapons, and ammunition magazines from a property technician while working at the sheriff's gun range.
Talk about your soon-to-be ex-husband's relationship with the sheriff's gun range.
He had full access to everything, guns, parts, ammo.
Let's get it fully investigated and not push DeEtte aside.
Attorney Michael Cardoza is legal counsel for DeEtte King. He says these allegations are extremely troubling for the Contra Costa Sheriff.
Sheriffs, do you allow this to go on where you just put parts out there and you let a volunteer take parts? And when he wants to make weapons, if he is, you just allow that to happen? You don't track that? That's frightening to me.
Also troubling, Michael Cardoza says, is the lack of investigation on the part of the sheriff's office. DeEtte King says she tried multiple times to alert the Contra Costa County Sheriff about her husband's weapons shortly after filing for divorce on New Year's Day 2020. On January 29, 2020, she says 3 members of the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office came to her home to investigate, but no action was taken. Then, on August 3rd, 2020, DeEtte King sent this email follow-up to the Contra Costa County Sheriff. Quote, to this date, I have not heard from your department regarding this matter. As a courtesy to you and your department, I wanted to reach out to you personally, as I'm not sure if you are aware of the depths of this situation, unquote.
And I never heard a word.
How is this making you feel?
Frustrated, extremely disappointed, scared.
Throughout 2021, DeEtte King says her divorce proceedings continued, and she continued to try to bring attention to her husband's weapons. Then, in January of this year, as part of the divorce process, Clayton police came to the King's home to supervise an inventory of items. Photos provided by DeEtte King appear to show police collecting illegal magazines from the couple's garage, but once again, DeEtte says no action was taken.
And I never heard back from Clayton PD.
According to documents obtained by Crown 4, John King told police he had owned the high-capacity magazines for years and purchased them at a time when they were legal. Although the high-capacity magazines were confiscated by police, no arrests were made, no charges were filed. When contacted, Clayton police declined to comment, citing the district attorney's now ongoing investigation.
Why does she have to push so hard? Why does she have to push the sheriff's department, number one, to begin the investigation?
Just days after the visit from Clayton police, nearly 2 years after filing her first report, DeEtte King's push resulted in the action she was seeking. After directly contacting the Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office, an inspector was sent to her home, a visit that has now led to a full criminal investigation.
Talk about why it was important for you to do this.
It's important because there's so much gun violence out there and people getting away with it.
At this point, what do you want to happen?
I want the right thing to happen. I want for my children to be safe, for the community to be safe, society, anybody, any woman that has gone through this. I hope it gives them the strength to move forward.
The Contra Costa DA's office says John King's alleged involvement with manufacturing and selling ghost guns remains under investigation. So far, no criminal charges have been filed. Haaziq, Madyun, Contra 4 News.